festival is known for demonstrating cultural norms and traditions, and so it offers opportunity for everyone from different social, political and business fields to come together to celebrate their cultural heritage. This is Ogidi, an ancient Yoruba community in Ijumu local government area of Kogi State, and it is known for its formation of igneous rock mountains, a traditional art industry, hospitality, valor and deep tradition of self-reliance. The community area has a mixture of forest and savanna.
adúpẹ́ ọjọ́ òní tó jójú wa Chifu Olúkáróhun Wíyọ̀fẹ́ Kìrìnàdé Balógun sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ ní ìpínlẹ̀ Ògùn. Mo wo iṣẹ́ tóbìnrin ṣe iṣẹ́ takuntakun. Mọ̀mọ́ gbogbo Áfíríkà ní culture. Mọ̀mọ́ wa Adéníkẹ́ ikú ò ní pa yín lẹ́wọ̀ọ́rẹ́ wọ́rọ́. Nílé kábíyèsí nílùú Ògìdì ẹ̀là ibẹ̀ tí ń ná ọmọ tó bòdì rẹ̀. Kábíyèsí Ògèdè máa bè ọmọ alákó mẹ́ta lórí ọ̀dà. Ọkọ̀ nọ́mbà ọkọ̀ náà yẹn tí ó lè rí ẹ̀ sókùrò òdìdẹ̀. Nítorí pé ó pẹ́ tí mo ti ń wá sí ẹ̀mí fẹ́stífà lókìtì.
It is always an experience for tourists who visit the community and climb the mountain top to feel the serene environment and appreciate nature, especially during the Ogidi Day Yam Festival.
You feel this is a special place, a community, and what is really striking, and I've been living in this country for 4 years, is the nature. I have rarely seen a town that is so immersed in the nature around it. It is surrounded by beautiful hills, and you can feel the artistry of the place and the people. So I'm really looking forward.
We are trying to create awareness for the UNESCO. One day, maybe they will turn this mountain to a tourist place where people can be coming to get healed. Because this mountain normally healed sick people before. When you climb the mountain, you write your name down, and anything you want, you get it. The same thing when you also, if you are sick, you come there, you sleep, the breeze take all the sickness away. So people come for healing on that mountain.
Every year, people come from different countries around the world to witness and celebrate this special occasion with the Ogidi people and the communities around. The ambassador of the Republic of Korea to Nigeria and the deputy head of mission at the Embassy of Italy were on ground with their families to grace the occasion and pay the courtesy call on the Oba Aro of Kaba, a day to the D-Day, the Ogidi Day Yam Festival. The team were also at the palace of Ologidi of Ogidi, His Royal Highness Rafiu Oladimeji Sule, who is also the chief host to register their arrival into his domain. The Ogidi Day Yam Festival is a cultural event that has continued to draw both local and foreign participation.
In Korea, we have a mid-August rice harvest festival. So at that time, people visit their hometown. They eat, drink, singing, dancing, something similar like this. So it's partly to celebrate abundant harvest. And at the same time, we pray to the sky or to the God that this year my village remain peaceful, prosperous, without any disease, something like that.
So we love color with same style. The small piece like the patchwork. Is the Korean traditional the pattern, and you have also same. So I thought we have many similar things and love colors also.
These ambassadors love Nigeria and Nigeria love them. Nigeria is the most friendly country in the world. So because of the love they have for Nigeria, that is why they still travel. They say, well, if Nigeria can travel in between Nigeria, let's also show our own love to the country. Because they trust me, they will follow me to go anywhere.
When we are celebrating New Year, it wasn't like this. We just celebrate, we eat yam and marry on it. But later we decided, why can't we turn this thing to an event that will develop our community? So we added cultural display to it and started the event 2010, later bringing it up, developing it. We turned it to Yoruba cultural event in the year.
We started Ogidi Day Festival as a way to let people know about our culture. And we suffered the disadvantage that the Tronque road leading to Kaba, from Kaba to Owo, used to be the major road in those days. People pass through here, but all of a sudden you can see the nature of the road now. So people don't come to Ogidi unless they have something doing in Ogidi. So we try to at least announce ourselves to the world that we are here so that the world can hear our cries. That was the purpose of Ogidi, and to attract development into our community.
The cultural fiesta, which started 10 years ago, has become a rallying point for the people and has attracted developments to their area, as well as boosts the economy.
The cottage hospital here was not in existence. From the proceeds of Ogidi Day, we did a counterpart funding with Kogi State Community and Social Development Agency to develop that hospital. There was a borehole that the Canadian Reverend Father started here in 1972, and the thing didn't take off. We have been able to provide water in the community. We have reticulated the community. Yesterday we did our annual medical outreach, and over 500 people turned up. We have solar street lights all around the street and even in the inner city.
You see, the kind of intervention that Ogidi needs are outside the purview of an organization like us. We can only make noise, we can only invite people to come and help us.
Every year, all Ogidi sons and daughters will come from all over the world to celebrate the new year. And from there, we raise some funds for the development of the community. For example, you see this road that you pass through to this place. We thank God now, the federal government has awarded it because of Ogidi Day that we are celebrating. So it's bringing up a lot of development, and many strangers are coming. Now today we have Korean ambassador who came to us. They have been helping us. Later he will even invite some of our children to Korea for free education. So that is what we have been educating. That is what we have been enjoying in this community.
Ogidi people have a very rich culture, and they are expressing it and teaching the upcoming generation.
The culture can be divided, the totality of a man's life, the totality. So definitely you must be interested in what happened to your life, to your religion, to your tradition, to your person, totality of your person. It's defined by your culture.
Culture is life. Life is culture. So you can't, both are inseparable. And so that is why I said it goes beyond entertainment. It indicates our place in God's heart. Because I want to believe God created these cultures that way. He created the environment for us to survive. What we are celebrating today, don't forget, is the Yam Festival. And it's symbolic. In our culture, it's symbolic. Arrival of a new yam. That is telling whatever that has to do with hunger, whatever that has to do with, it's the final way of telling hunger that no, enough of hunger. We have a new yam that can give us food that all of us will be comfortable and be okay with.
I just have joy in celebrating and carrying my culture, my heritage along, and also to let the younger people see that this culture is the most important thing in our life. When you talk about one country, the first thing is art and culture. Any country in the world. And that is why we want people to carry their culture along as they are growing up, and we are just the example for them.
Chief Nike, Okundaye, and other women in the community have been doing a wonderful job of keeping the culture and encouraging the younger ones to follow suit.
A lot of youth now, they have no job. They finish university, they don't get a job. So there is no other thing more than to use the art to change them. And that is where we enjoy training the trainers. When I train you, you have to train other people, and then they can now be any money from ordinary trash. They can make all what you see me wearing, they are all from plastic pure water bottle. So we are turning all these things you see, they are all from pure water. So we can make money from nothing. So, and the youth who have no job, art is the thing to do now.
And so it was a convergence of all on the Ogidi Day Yam Festival. Captains of industries, royal fathers, politicians, people from the diaspora, the old and the very young, all clad in their best attire to witness the cultural fiesta.
Our language is one of the elements of culture. We have to promote our language. In a situation where an indigenous of this place does not know how to speak Ogidi and does not even hear Ogidi, you know, it's not the best. We should be able to speak our language fluently. We should teach all our children our language. I mean our dialect. It's very, very important.
What we now do is this. Our culture will unite us. Now, if we are celebrating this culture, this is our own cultural in Ogidi here, we will invite Benin here, we invite Owo here, we invite Ekiti here, so that we mix together. When they too are doing their own, we send our troop there to celebrate with them. So it will bring unity and cohesion in our communities. And later it will expand to all Nigerians. Then we will continue to enjoy ourselves together and it will bring unity.
It's like I've returned to my roots. And not only herself, but for my children. I have two of them here. They came on their own to come and witness this event based on what I told them. And now they have not, it's beyond their expectation. They are elated, they are excited, and I'm pleased that they are here with me.
Dance groups around the community were also on ground to grace this special event and celebrate the Ogidi Day 2022 with the people. In order to display their agricultural prowess, the women in the community also showcased 9 varieties of traditional food and local drinks that can be gotten from guinea corn during the festival.
Sẹ́ẹ̀rí gbogbo ogun yìí ọ̀mú ẹ̀ka máa mú ṣe ń jíjẹ òyàn kan kájẹlúyàn lè àdàyébá okòyàn bá ti mú bẹ́yìn urú burúkutu wọ́n bá pọ́n ọ̀nìyàn mú ayó ìpapà ọba ti sùn líwọ̀ ìgẹ́lẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ra sùn náà mọ́já adébíbẹ́ palálẹ́kọ́ àrèbẹ́ abarolíwàsó àjẹun àdàlù èrè àtẹ̀ka òkèmùsè wọ́n bá tó abáṣẹ́kù abárí èròjà ibi ẹja ugbahun ọmọkọmọ rẹ jẹ.
The high point of the occasion is the presentation of yam to the community, and this was done by the Yeyoba of Ogidi land in a very dramatic way.
Please keep way there.
When we caught this year, it was just a very small person, very small one. But God has blessed it for us. It's now a very big one. That is why we celebrate it.
This event is going to bring me back here every single year. It's wonderful. It's actually a spiritual release, and I'm so happy that I'm here.
My dad is from Ogidi, but I didn't live in Ogidi. This is my first time of attending it. My husband is the chairman, so we've come home just to support him, and it has been wonderful to see this beautiful culture. I think it's beyond my expectation, and it's just the organization and everything is just fantastic.
The success is remunerating everywhere throughout the world. So we are beginning to have more and more people having interest in Ogidi Day. And I'm very sure next year, the more than this, it will continue to grow every year.
5 years to come, it's going to become a global thing. And this year, we have people, our own children, coming home from Canada, coming home from the UK, coming home from Europe. And 3 of them at least came with their entire family. Perhaps more than at Christmas, our children now come home. Everybody's schedules is leave for this period of the year. We expect that more international presence will be here. We expect that it will enter the nation's cultural calendar so that people can come, and it will enter the nation's tourism calendar by the grace of God.
Ogidi Day Yam Festival is about development, networking, and a very simple way to promote brotherhood, pursue the philosophy of peace, oneness, and unity in a violence-free environment for achieving set goals.